Okay, 13 out of 15 channels again. Okay, that's good. Looks like we got that Facebook channel back. Okay, hello everybody. We are live. Here come the email notifications to let all of the good people know that we are live. I've got a couple of things to go over today, so stick around for all of it. I think you'll find it interesting and enlightening, unlike normally. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Don. What's up, buddy? Josh, good morning. Hello. I got some good tasting coffee this morning, man. Mm, really good. So we got Josh, Don, and Debbie. Hello, the three of you. Um, all right, well, let's just get started. Yeah, yeah, I guess I'm early, but a little early, not that early. Hey, Stephen Wynn, what's up? I found this article on CNN.com, and the article is titled "Don't Pretend You Don't Know What Joe Rogan Is All About." So that would be directed at someone like me that's a fan of Joe Rogan, supposedly pretending that I don't know what he's all about, right? I'll show you the article. Actually, you know what? Here, I'll just show you the I'll show you the headline right there. Don't pretend you don't know what Joe Rogan is all about. This is CNN.com. Okay? This is the Monitor 3 review. Okay, there we go. Hey, Nick. Good morning, buddy. Talib. What's up, guys? Um, Hey, Talib, you can stop telling us where you're from, bro. We all know where you're from now, okay? You don't have to say it every time you come in and say hello in the chat, all right? It gets a little old. Just saying. Um, Let me close a couple of these chat windows. Okay, that can close. Desktop full will stay. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to make a long story short for all of you guys. So I'm not going to read you the article because it's boring. And what the article says is, oh, didn't you know? Joe Rogan's a huge racist and sexist and he hates people and he's a Republican. That's what the article says. I'm breaking it down for you. You got to go through a whole bunch of words and bullshit, because Peniel E. Joseph, I don't know what a Peniel is, but Peniel E. Joseph, is a wordy bitch. My cat might want to go outside, but we'll worry about that in a second. So this is a hardcore leftist, obviously a Biden supporter. Wouldn't be surprised one bit. Biden, there he is right there. Okay, there he is. There he is. There's Peniel. He's a black guy. There he is. There's a picture of him. I didn't know if he was a guy or a girl. You're going to say where you're from? Yeah, Taleb, I'm just going to go ahead and block you. All right? That way I don't have to see it anymore. How about that? Yeah. You're not going to say what you want, where you're from anymore on my live stream. How about that? Bye. Yeah, I know I rock. Bye. Yeah, and I don't know what word you used that got started out but that's what got you blocked. Bye. So instead of reading you this whole article, which is all just them trying to prove to you that Joe Rogan is a right-winger, full-on white supremacist, all right? You get halfway through the article and look, there's a picture of Donald Trump. Interesting, but look what it says right there. Look what it says right there, that I highlighted it. And that's placed right in the middle of the article, and it sits all by itself, right there, like a sore thumb, that little statement, just in case somebody is skimming through the article, right? Their eyes will fall upon that one statement. And if you're a CNN flag waver, then as soon as you find out that Trump loves somebody, what's going to be their initial reaction to that? Oh, well, I must fucking hate him. If Trump loves somebody, I'm going to fucking hate him. Right? They must hate everybody. You know, they must be an elitist, a white supremacist, a fucking, a billionaire, a supporter of billionaires, whatever. Right? So, you know, just to this point, there's a lot of people out there that like Joe Rogan. There's people on the left, there's people on the right, there's people in the middle, there's people who don't give a fuck. You've got libertarians, you've got, you know, nihilists, you've got, you know, basically name any sect or religion around the world, any group of people or race, country, you're going to find Joe Rogan fans everywhere. I don't think many of those people give a fuck what Donald Trump thinks about Joe Rogan, but CNN, you know, the guy who's writing the article for CNN, the opinion piece, he felt it was so necessary to make that a valid point. Well, no wonder Trump loves him. Well, America loves him, you dumbass. It's not even a valid point. Do you understand how that works? It's not even a valid point. So there's no confusion in the audience. Just making sure, because nobody's saying anything about anything I've said so far yet this morning. Not a single fucking peep. From any of you. And you know I fucking hate that shit. You guys have no opinions on any of this? Look, I'll scroll down. Look. Look how big that article was. See that? Right in the dead center of it, there's a, now look, let's scroll up. Look. Look, 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 look. See? Right in the middle of the article. It's almost like it was planned and set there just so all the lefties out there that fucking hate Donald Trump as much as me would see that and use that as some kind of a token that gives you license to hate Joe Rogan too. Oh, you're with me? Oh, good. Oh, you're with me? Oh, good. Phil? Oracle? Oracle has nothing to say about this, except the word peep. Okay. You're right with me? All right, Josh? Camp Lejeune, so it may take a second to get to typing. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like Joe Rogan, awesome podcaster. Hey, there you go. Now you're participating in my chat. There you go. A lot of reading to get their point across. Thanks for summing it up. Right. And their point is a non-point. Who cares if Donald Trump likes Joe Rogan? And that's the whole crux of this article. Is, oh, you guys should all hate Joe Rogan because Donald Trump loves him. That's their main point. They go through the reasons as to why. I'm not gonna. You're driving. Well, bro, you do a much better job of typing in my article in my live chat while driving a truck bro, than most people do while they're sitting on their asses at home with their phones in their hands. OG, what's up? You know? I'd so much rather hear from you guys what you have to think about the subject matter that I offer than, you know, to tell me where the fuck you're from or what you're fucking smoking. I don't give a fuck. That's why I don't ask you what you're smoking, because I don't care what you're smoking. You know? That was 10 years ago. Okay? Okay, we all got cannabis, we all got access. I don't fucking care about that shit anymore. What I care about now is what affects your voices. What affects your ability to speak to each other. That's a lot more important to me than what the fuck strain you're smoking of cannabis. And if that's what you came here for, you're here for the wrong fucking reason. Because I ain't doing that shit anymore. You know? If you can't play ball, go find another goddamn game. I swear to fuck. You guys don't even care about your own fucking voices? That is exactly what this is about. You know, Joe Biden wants to silence. You think about this now, and you think fucking long and hard about this, you motherfuckers. Joe Biden wants to silence Joe Rogan. Donald Trump wants to give him a platform. Now, I'm not saying you should all go run out and vote for Donald Trump. All I'm saying is, hey, we finally found something we can agree with the orange fucking orangutan on. It's one thing, but hey, we should celebrate it. I missed the morning subject, Phil. Okay, I'll fill you in, Phil. Guess they should have watched enough episodes to know who he supported in past elections as well as future elections that he has commented on. Not that, Ed. Who cares who he's voted for? That's none of our fucking business. Who cares who fucking Joe Rogan supports? The point is, he has a vast array of people on his show. From the left, from the right, from the center, from way outside those constraints. He's got it all. And these cucks at CNN only want to see their wife getting fucked up her ass by a dude with a bigger dick. That's all they want to see. Because they're cuck bitches. And the guy who wrote this article is a cuck bitch. And he's fighting against his own team, I gotta tell him. He's fighting against his own team. It's hilarious. All of you out there that think your voices should be heard, free speech, there shouldn't be racism. Dude, you're going after the wrong guy, man. And you're doing it, and it's just, and you know, Ed Cowan said it really well. Ed, you did a good job. They haven't watched enough episodes to understand what Joe Rogan's about, but I digress. Look at what this cuck bitch, this cunt motherfucker said about Joe Rogan. Look. Don't pretend you know what Joe Rogan is all about. No, this cuck motherfucker is going to tell you that Joe Rogan is a white supremacist racist that hates women because he laughed at a joke from fucking Joey Diaz talking about getting a blowjob, you know, and because he laughed at the joke, he hates women. Joe Rogan hates women, everybody, just so you know. He doesn't support women at all, right? Just like me. You could base that on so many things. You could run a goddamn a highlight reel of me and try to make me look bad. But you know what? The people that watch my show, the 12 of you that watch this show every day, you guys know. And that's all I need. I got 12 people out there in the world that know the truth. My mother doesn't even know how I really feel about things. Neither does my sister. They don't watch this show. But you guys that watch this show, you know, I'll say some fucked up shit and you can take that shit way out of context. I don't care. Take me out of context. I wish one person would take me out of context. Ever. You know, it would be nice. Just a troll. That'd be great. Make me look bad as fuck. I would love that. It would be a start. You know, because if you made a video of me making me look bad, there's a lot of people out there who could make videos of me looking really good. Nobody just has the time. Nobody wants to help me out, and that's cool. I got it. You know, there's people that literally offer video editing services. They say, hey, I edit videos. Get in touch with me, blah, blah, blah. I'll send a message. I'm like, yeah, man, I got work for you. They won't contact me back. You know why? Because they see who I am, what I am, the things I say. They watch the show, whatever. They don't want to have anything to do with me. I understand. I totally get it. I totally get it. But understand my pain. Understand where I'm coming from in all this. It's frustrating, man. They're all cuckoos. Cuckoos? I like cuckoos. That's good. Cuckoos. Rumble offered Rogan $100 million. Right, Phil? Rumble did. And Rumble has $500 million to play with. You know? I agree. It doesn't matter. But Rumble sucks my dick. Anybody on Rumble, you guys are a bunch of right-wing fucking cuck bitches. I just want you to know that. Fuck Rumble and fuck you. I mean, it's a great free speech platform if you love right-wing advertisements thrown in your face every 5 seconds. Oh, Patriot this and United States that and woo! Oh, get this gun and get this tactical flashlight from Patriot USA and oh, we got the food. Yeah, we got the food storage from the Patriot Foods and oh, fuck you. Shut the fuck up with your Patriot shit. That's why I don't go to Rumble. Fuck Rumble. I love who you are, bro. I love who you are, Nick. Thank you, buddy. That's very nice. Hey, Karen. Karen with the 3. Bring in the pain. I don't know. I think I'm ready to smoke for Karen. They're obsessed with him because they know they're going to get views. They got a view from us, didn't they? Yeah. So maybe this is just a ploy to get us to click on a fucking article. I agree. It's too bad. But you know what? After this, everyone's going to know who Joe Rogan is. And a lot of people are going to learn about Joe Rogan and learn that he's not the racist that the left, like liberals, like this cuck bitch. I want everybody to see this motherfucker. Just so you can see what a cunt looks like. Let me show you a fucking cunt. All right? Hold on. You guys want to see what a fucking dumb cunt looks like? Slanderous fucking dumb cunt motherfucker. Right there. There he is. There's the slanderous cunt motherfucker that doesn't listen to Joe Rogan, that only hears what the left tells him about Joe Rogan, right? Cherry picks guests that Joe Rogan has had on, doesn't include in the article all the extreme lefties and leftists and Democrats that Joe Rogan has had on, with that stupid fucking smile on his face. I'd like to spit on him. Fuck this motherfucker. That's what a cunt looks like right there, folks, if you want to know. That cunt's name is Peniel Joseph. Just so you know. Fucking dumb cunt motherfucker. Phil says, Rogan has always seemed pretty non-biased to me. Dude, Joe Rogan is one of the most unbiased motherfuckers I've ever seen in my entire life. I've learned so much from him. Yeah, he helped me be able to talk to people that come in here from the right, you know, which I think are complete lunatics. And it's not often that we get a lunatic lefty in here. You guys notice that? I mean, does anybody ever come in here supporting Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or Nancy Pelosi or AOC or the Squad? Think about it. The left has lost all of their support, and it's for good reason. The right lost a lot of people's support for years, and the left has caught up. And those of you that come here and listen to me and you're like, dude, that guy Nay, he's always putting down the left and the right. I think he's on to something. You guys are starting to get it now, too. He taught you how to extract DMT, praise Rogan. Right on. How do you extract DMT, bro? What's that, bro? I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. Where does DMT come from? I thought it came from like your brain. Like, I don't know why I thought that. Doesn't the body produce DMT? Or am I thinking of something else? I think I'm thinking of something that starts with an S. Praise Rogan. Unknown wants to be acknowledged. Stephen running. Oh, you're saying this guy, Peniel Joseph, wants to be acknowledged now? He wants his name out there? Yeah. You know, if he can bring down Rogan, he can bring down anybody. And that's what that other company's trying to do too. But the fact that CNN put this hit piece on there, do you realize, let me just read you one sentence out of here so you get an idea of the skewing. All right? Here we go. I got it. Here's the sentence. Okay. Let's go back. Monitor 3. this off of here. Okay. What this says here is folks who enjoy Rogan's political unpredictability, right? Political unpredictability. Well, a second ago you were telling us what a right winger he was. Now he's politically unpredictable? Huh. Those two statements cancel each other out. How can you be a right winger and then be politically unpredictable? You're either one or the other. You can't be both. I'm politically unpredictable. You never know what I'm going to say, depending on the day or the politics that I'm looking at. I'm unpredictable. I'll jump on a blue. I'll jump on a red. I don't give a fuck. I'll eviscerate them all. Same goes for Joe Rogan. He'll take you down doesn't matter which direction you're coming from. If he doesn't agree with you, and if you're not bringing facts, he calls you out on them. So this is a complete cancelization, if that's the right word, canceling of what this whole article is trying to prove. The whole article is trying to prove to you that he's a straight up right-winger, Trump-supporting, red voter, red-blooded, gun-toting, hates fucking women's rights to choose, fucking right-wing Republican cunt. That's what this article claims. And yet it says, folks who enjoy Rogan's political unpredictability. Huh. How can he be a right-winger and be unpredictable politically? That doesn't make sense. And this is the kind of garbage that CNN puts on their fucking website. Just so you all know, I will call CNN out on their bullshit when I see it. I don't just blanketly say it like Donald Trump does. No, I'll literally go in and I'll find the things that they lie about, that they twist. Now, of course, they posted the word opinion at the top of this. So that gives them license to say whatever the fuck they want. But understand, that's exactly what you're getting. You're just getting opinion here. You're just getting bullshit from some bullshit dude. And when it says CNN in the corner, some people only see the CNN and they don't realize they're reading an opinion hit piece. They literally paid this guy to slander Joe Rogan. And that's exactly what this cuck motherfucker did. He got paid to slander Joe Rogan by the douchebags at CNN. I'm definitely unpredictable. Hey, Greg, what's up, buddy? Brain does produce it as well. Serotonin, that's what I was thinking of. Serotonin. Ed Cowan, they want to create division everywhere. The farther... God, I love Ed Cowan. You should come to the show more often. Split into tribes people are, the easier they are to control. And going after a person like Rogan who gives a voice to everyone, regardless of political side, is to try and split those in the middle who refuse to take a side. Thank you, Ed. God, I wish more people would talk like you, bro. Just give me your opinions, man. Just participate in this chat like Ed is doing, guys. Do more than right on, Nay. Oh, I agree with you, Nay. I mean, I like that, but I'd rather you guys give me some opinion and listen to what I'm talking about, because all I'm talking about now is free speech and your ability to speak freely. And what they're going to do is they're going to silence Joe Rogan. CNN is trying to silence Joe Rogan with this article. And then they're going to come after me. And then they're going to come after Jimmy Dore. And then they're going to come after Kyle Klinsky. Then they're going to come after Ben Shapiro. Then they're going to go after Candace Owens. They're going to go after everybody. Everyone that you love or hate, it doesn't matter. And then you hear nothing but what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden want you to hear. Or if this fucking cunt gets elected again, what he wants you to hear. Is that what you want? Do you want state-run media from this cunt right here? You want this cunt educating your children? Really? Is that what you want? How did the Trump School of Business go, guys? How'd that work out for those students? Do you think that critical race theory shouldn't be taught in school? No one should say anything bad about America ever? You should hide the truth? You should hide the truth and just be gung-ho America all the time and lie? Lie to yourselves? Lie to everyone else? Is that how you get support? Come on, people, think. Use your brains here. I'm trying to get you guys to wake the fuck up. Not woke. I'm just trying to get you guys to fucking shed the fucking, the indoctrination all around you. These motherfuckers, you cannot say that you support the left or the right anymore. And when I look at Jackson Hinkle and I look at Kyle Klinsky, that still call themselves lefties and that support the left, that are trying to get you to vote left, and I'm like, you guys are almost there, but you gotta come on. You gotta get to where Jimmy Dore is. You gotta get to where Lee Camp is. You got to get to where Graham Elwood is. You got to understand that you vote left, you vote right, you vote against yourself. You're always voting against your own best interests. You need to stop doing that shit. You guys that support Joe Biden, you need to stop. You guys that support Donald Trump, you need to stop. You need to realize how fucking stupid you are. How people like me that are sane look at people like you that support Donald Trump or Joe Biden and realize how fucking stupid you really are. You were given two choices, a shit sandwich or a turd burger, and you're eating them. You're eating the fucking, the feast. You're eating the shit sandwiches and the turd burgers. Why would you do that, man? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to vote. I don't know who Dave Smith is, Ed Cowan. You're going to have to tell me who Dave Smith is. That's a very common name. I bet there's a million Dave Smiths in America. Anyway, folks who enjoy Rogan's political unpredictability, I love that. Yeah, he's politically unpredictable. He's not a Republican. So you're a fucking liar. Let's keep going. Down to earth quality. Yeah, he's down to earth. That's why you got to love him. And frank discussion about politics. Yeah, that's true. Now, folks, let's skip that and just go to what he says. Folks that do all that, ignore the fact that he's one of the wealthiest people in America. No, I don't. I'm one of the people that helps make him wealthy by promoting him on here. You know, I love that he's making a lot of money doing what he loves to do. That's the American dream, isn't it? What, you don't like that? You don't like that he did the American dream? His family came to America. You know, he probably from Italy, right? He got a job, working, doing stuff, worked his way up, comedian, television, now podcasting. Now he's one of the wealthiest people on the planet. At least wealthiest podcasters on the planet. And he's doing great for himself. And this motherfucker that wrote this article, well, he's going to use that as a piece of straw against Joe Rogan. Oh, well, he's made a lot of money, people. Come on, everybody. Don't you hate him? He's kind of like Bill Gates or Donald Trump or anybody else who's got a lot of money. How dare he speak to us commoners? How dare Joe Rogan speak to us commoners? He's got all that money. He just got the money, dude. He wasn't born with that silver spoon in his mouth like Donald fucking douchebag Trump was. You see the difference there? He worked for it. He earned it. So let me just tell the guy that wrote this article, come see me, motherfucker. I'd like to get into the octagon with you. Me and you. You know, a cage match. So that, you know, the person who's right about this can beat the other one down in a rage of glory and truth and facts. Come see me. I challenge you. Come step into the octagon with me, motherfucker. The person that wrote this article. You look like you should be able to fucking handle yourself, right? Come see me. Come debate me on this. All right? And we'll see who fucking walks out of the octagon. Come debate me. All right? You motherfucking bought, cuck, cunt, piece of shit. You slanderous CNN bot motherfucker. So fuck the author of this article and fuck CNN for printing this garbage. It's a fucking hit piece and it's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why here in a second. If you can handle the rage, we're almost there. Okay? That his independent perspective often skews far right. Really? His independent perspective skews far right? No. He has far right people on his show, but his perspective never changes. In fact, he argues those far right wing points with those far right wingers. So, once again, that's not even strawmanning. That's just out and out lying. That's fucking slander, and it's provably false. But it's opinion, and that's how CNN gets away with it. Oh, it's just opinion. So, we're going to give you a page of lies and just say opinion. Hey, man, instead of saying opinion right now, why at the top, why not just put lies up there? CNN lies, because that's literally what that is. Okay? He doesn't often skew far right with his independent perspective. That sentence is a lie. And I want you guys to all get your brains wrapped around that shit so you understand it. Okay. So, if the wording of that confuses you a little bit, it may have confused me years ago, but it doesn't anymore. I'm going to explain it to you really quick, okay? They claim that he doesn't push back against right-wingers. So that when Ben Shapiro comes on his show and says, you know, the poor just need to work harder, and Joe's like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Some people are poor because they got a bad hand in life, man, and they can't pull themselves up by their bootstraps. They don't have any fucking bootstraps to do it by. He literally pushed back against Ben Shapiro on that. I watched it yesterday. Now, how is that skewing far right? Oh, it's not. That's right. It's skewing far left against Ben Shapiro, you fucking lying cunt over there at CNN. Fucking dude whose name I can't even remember because it's so fucking stupid. Your mom's a dumb cunt for naming you a stupid name. What's your name? Peniel? What kind of a name is Peniel? You fucking idiot. Peniel? That's not even a name. It's a flower. Fuck you. But I digress. You know, since he's gonna fucking opinion against Joe Rogan, I'm gonna opinion against his ass. How about that? How about that? Who often skews far right. Now, they're saying that his opinion, look, it says, this is the bullshit right here. It says his opinion, right, his independent perspective skews far right. And then they say the evidence that his opinion skews far right is evidenced by the fucking guests he has on his show. Like Roseanne Barr, Ted Nugent, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, and Steven Crowder. And because he has those people on his show, that means he skews far right. They don't say the fact that he argued with every point with every single one of those motherfuckers that he disagreed with. And he did. He does. If he doesn't agree with something you say, he argues with you. But this cunt, perennial, whatever the fuck your stupid name is, that your dumb cunt mother named you, you stupid fucking family of fucking cunts that you came from, can't seem to wrap his stupid little pea brain around it. Can't seem to understand that just because I talk to a fucking right-winger on Twitter doesn't make me a fucking right-winger. Just because I have a conversation with someone who's right-wing doesn't make me right-wing. And these fucking lunatic Nazi left motherfuckers that want to end the conversation, those are the people you need to be the most scared of. Perennial, you fucking douchebag. You silencing motherfucker. God, I wish I could say it without all the curse words, but I can't. Sorry to everybody that I offend, man. I'm sorry. I can't do this without cursing. These cunts deserve it. Got to get back to work. Ed, thank you for lifting my show up with all of your good rhetoric, buddy. I appreciate it, man. I wish more people would be like you. It really helps me out a lot. Actually have a conversation with people, man. Thank you. That's why I told motherfuckers at the beginning of the show, I don't give a fuck what you're smoking. I don't care. This show has evolved, man. Oh, no, what strain are you smoking? Who fucking cares? Get the fuck over it, man. I'm smoking cannabis. Can we move on now? And his everyman demeanor, yeah, he does have an everyman demeanor, is the perfect shtick. No, it's not shtick. No, that's not shtick. That's Rogan being Rogan. And that's evidenced by the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of factual footage we have of Rogan on his podcast, hanging out with his buddies, working professionally as a UFC what do they call those guys? Analyst. What are those guys called? The sports reporter guys. I forgot what they call this. What's that position called? We've had enough time, FaceTime, with Joe Rogan to know that that's not shtick. That's him. That's not shtick. And for him to say that Joe Rogan's everyman demeanor is shtick is more straw man commentator. Thank you. Is more straw manning bullshit. It's a piece of straw. Of course he's like every man. He's normal. He's a normal guy. He's pretty cool. I'd love to hang out with Joe Rogan, play video games with him, fucking be interviewed by him, have him let me interview him, whatever. I'm down. Let's do it. You think I hate Joe Rogan because he's had a conversation with Ben Shapiro? Well, you're just a cunt if that's how you feel. You're a fucking dumb cunt. And you deserve to be smacked. And your mom's a cunt for naming you perennial. But I digress. And his everyman demeanor is the perfect shtick. I love how he uses a Yiddish word like he's got license to use a Yiddish word. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're not Yiddish. Fuck you. For the 21st century pitchman, able to convince the have-nots that they share a common history, rapport, and destiny with the haves. So they're saying that Joe Rogan is enticing poor people to listen to him by saying, look, I've got all of this and I'm just like you. I'm 100 millionaire and I'm just like you. I gotta tell you, I've never heard those words come out of Joe Rogan's mouth ever. Ever. I've never heard him appeal to his audience in that way. What does he give a fuck what your financial status is or how he appears to you? He's never commented on it before. I think he knows better. I bet $100 you'd be talking about either Rogan, Door, or Bitcoin. I want Enoch Garcia. Who did you bet? We got another Enoch. Who did you bet $100? And are you going to give me 50? Because you and I was totally in on it. You told me that last night. You messaged me and told me to be talking about Rogan today so you could win $100 in this bet. So I get my $50 now, bro? Who needs $50, dude? Bitcoin's at 45,000. What? What? Look at Bitcoin go. Dude, do you see the dip it just came back from, everybody? Look at that V. That's got to mean something. I love to say shit. I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's got to mean something important. I have no idea what. Why is this moving away from me? Don't do that. Okay, once again, I have a dead chat. Nobody is talking. So the next statement was, no wonder Trump loves him. Huh. Huh. I mean, I could go on and on and on reading this article, and I could debunk every single statement this guy says. But I got to tell you, the lack of chat that you guys give me, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to get. Why should I waste my voice? You guys aren't even fucking participating in the chat. So I'm just going to stop that story and move on to the next one. You guys are really just. It's really hard to do the show with so few people watching and so few of you refusing to engage me in conversation, you know? So let's move on. What does, and Enoch Garcia says he bet $100 and then he won't answer me. What does the far left ultimately want? They're going to cancel themselves in due time and censor every word too, man. Is censor spelled with an S or a C? I think it's an S, right? Censorship? I don't know. Miss seeing him on YouTube with new stuff. Alright, let's move on, shall we? I really wish you guys would participate in the chat, guys. Get me some more people here. You know?
Jordan Peterson appeared on a podcast.
Oh, censorship is spelled with a C? Oh. I don't know why I said an S. My bad. does not look right. C-E-N-S-O-R. No, so weird. Why does that look weird to me? C-E-N-S-O-R. Censor. Yeah, C-E-N-S-O-R. Right? Not funny. That's my brain is going into crazy town, not recognizing words anymore. I bet a random dude that has never watched you. I'm not Enoch Torres. My real name is Ernie Garcia. It was taken. Seems right. Ernesto. Hey, Ernesto. You bet a random dude? What do you mean? How are you going to get $100 from a random dude? And if he's never watched my show, it doesn't make sense. Why would he bet you $100 that I wouldn't be talking about something if he's never watched my show? I've got so many questions around this. I hope you answer me.
Asked, the guy who hosts the podcast, he runs the YouTube channel Valuetainment, I believe the name is, and I think it's called the PBD podcast. You can see...
Now understand, we're moving on here, guys, because you guys just weren't chatting enough in my chat. So, and people were leaving. I feel that free speech is the number one topic here now. I don't fucking care about goddamn cannabis anymore, because if they take away our free speech, no one's going to be able to talk to you about cannabis. Right? So we've kind of stepped up the urgency of the topics here, and we've reordered them. And I'm looking more for people who are more interested in defending my right to speak and their own right to speak than people who are interested in what the fucking strain of the day is. I haven't even smoked yet today. That may be what's confusing you. Maybe there's also sensor as in a coolant sensor. Oh, it is. You're right. Thank you. Yeah, they're two words, sensor and sensor. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I said this is all this guy talks about, so I bet he'll be talking about it, so he took the bet. Yeah, but what guy? Give me liberty or give me death, OG. First Amendment is extremely important for all. Yes! I had to check my crypto. I'm back now. You excited me. Yes! Good. Okay. Good. Good. I got you guys. Good. You're listening to me. Good. It's important, man. It's important. You guys need to let me know that you're fucking listening to me by participating in this chat and leaving the show open so I can see that number of people here. All right? Good. If you guys like the content and you want to come back later and watch it, well, then just mute it for now and let it play so at least it looks like you're still watching, man. It'll entice me to keep going, man. Those numbers get higher. I don't give a fuck if they're fake people or real people. I see 20 people watching, I'm going to fucking do a show. And like I said, I don't care if it's fake people or not. That number means everything to me. So, now we're going to change gears here just a little. We're going to put it into overdrive now. All right? We're still going to talk about censorship and getting silence and stuff like that. But we're going after something totally different now. All right? Now, you guys know how much I hate Jordan Peterson. I hate him as much as I hate Donald Trump. I hate them both equally. I cannot stand Jordan Peterson. Understand, I know this about you. If you're a fan of Jordan Peterson, you don't listen very well. If you're a fan of Jordan Peterson and he's done wonderful things for you, whatever, you know, he's fooled you into thinking he has, and you don't listen very well at all. You're not listening to that guy. When you actually listen to what he says, none of it makes sense. And you realize that the little tips that he gives you to do, yeah, well, those might make sense or whatever. Have more respect for yourself. You know, treat others with respect. Find joy in things you do, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. That's common sense, motherfucker. You're not learning anything from that guy that you haven't learned from a million other people before he came along. Okay? He's not teaching you anything you haven't already heard a million times. You just want to hear it from the white man that wrote a book on Nazis. And for some reason, now he's got credence in your mind. We don't know why that is. It's at a subconscious level. But for some reason, you love Jordan Peterson. Well, I suggest you look into his racist beginnings. You find out all the shit that he's done and what he said before you fucking go subscribing to his bullshit. Now, all of that being said, and me, I'm just going to call him a fucking straight up Nazi. He's a fucking Nazi, and I'd spit on that motherfucker if I could. I'd love to take him into the fucking octagon. I would fucking bring him down. I'd fucking get him at his knees, and he'd never get back up again. I would destroy that motherfucker in a goddamn debate. I promise you that. You know, oh, it's Jordan Peterson. Hey, he's a great debater. Oh, you know where he's being. He could. No. Because I bring facts, and he brings opinion. And I win on facts every time. I'm going to win on facts every time. You know, he wants to talk about gender. He wants to talk about, men taking over the family and taking responsibility and defending the women and all this bullshit. It's all caveman bullshit that comes out of that guy. That being said, and for everyone who left this show, just in the last few seconds, because they didn't want to hear anything from Jordan Peterson, or they didn't want to hear me talk about Jordan Peterson, or they got fucking offended or whatever, you guys are going to miss the best part. Good. Fuck off. Go cunt off. Fuck you. Leave. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of this on my own. Now, I've already watched this, and I had a lot of fun with it while I was listening to it. We're going to have a lot more fun now the second time through. So pay attention to what happens, because I'm going to agree with Jordan Peterson on some stuff here. What? Just pay attention. Let's do a bong hit. I'm going to agree with Jordan Peterson on some stuff here. That's what I told you. Overrated YouTube pundits. I know this doesn't pertain to the subject, but I like that shirt. I drive a Mustang. That's good. At least you're talking in my chat. Thank you, OG. I should have included overrated YouTube pundits. What about North Korea? Fuckers now have intercontinental missiles and are mooning us. What about North Korea? I don't know. I don't care. Why should I give a fuck? We've got missiles that'll shoot their missiles out of the sky, bro. Or did you not know that? Wouldn't give him a look. We just put in a new bet. Jordan Peterson makes me want to sleep sometimes. Lol. I get lost with his topics. Yeah, you're not going to get lost with this one. This is short and sweet. Here we go. I'm going to do a bong hit while we listen.
In the background when he's talking, you can see the sign that says the name of the podcast. I think it's PBD Podcast. But anyway, so Jordan Peterson was on this podcast, and surprisingly, out of nowhere, he sort of goes in on Donald Trump. He decimates Donald Trump, particularly the January 6th stuff, the Stop the Steal stuff. Let's take a look and then I'll react.
We talked about Trump earlier. Here's my dilemma with Trump, one of many.
Cheers.
He's beating the election was stolen.
No law and agreeing with Jordan Peterson when he fucking makes sense for a couple of seconds.
Narrative, I think it's weak for a variety of reasons. The first is it's pretty whiny. Like, why didn't you win with whiny? It's pretty whiny. It's pretty whiny. It's pretty whiny. It's pretty whiny.
Aren't you whining right now, you little bitch? You're whining right now. While you're saying that Trump's narrative is whiny. Isn't that hypocritical and hilarious? All he ever does is whine. And cry and piss and moan and bitch. Hilarious. I'm just calling out the hypocrisy right off the bat.
Like, why didn't you win with 5% margin then? So, this isn't your fault. And you think the Republicans are gerrymandering congressional districts? Because they are.
Hey.
And so it's not obvious that
Did you hear that?
It is the case that there is substantive election fraud, that it's all from one side.
Did you hear that?
And so there's that.
Okay. I agree.
You sure that's the message you want to be sending people? That they shouldn't have faith in their most fundamental institution?
Right?
You might be right, but...
He might be right, but it doesn't serve his use well, and he makes another good point there. At the same time, he's supporting Donald Trump in lying about how dependent we are on our government and how we should view them. He's supporting that the government should lie to us and misrepresent. So that's bullshit, and I don't know if you caught that, so I'm going to rewind it. I want you to hear him say that President Trump shouldn't be so critical of the very government that he's supposedly going to be the leader of again. Right? Listen.
And so it's not obvious that even if it is the case that there is substantive election fraud, that it's all from one side. And so there's that. And then, you sure that's the message you want to be sending people? That they shouldn't have faith in their most fundamental institution? You might be right, but...
Might be right.
But...
He says might be right. Yeah, man, I think Trump's pretty sure in saying that the fucking United States federal government's corrupt and he hates it and it sucks. And they lie and they cheat and they steal. Now, the only problem here with that is Trump's guilty of all of those things too, whether he's in the government or out of the government. So, yeah, it's hypocritical as fuck. At the same time, you know, Jordan Peterson is going to wedge himself into a spot here. Watch.
It's in your interest for that to be true, and so that's a moral hazard.
Hey, Stargazer staff, no more yelling.
Well, what happens
No more
when
yelling.
they take the House? Because that's what's going to happen. I think the Democrats are going to get stomped in the upcoming election.
Steph is here,
Or
no more
those
yelling.
Election somehow valid, but yours wasn't, and so
I almost got my voice back.
magically, when
Steph,
the Republicans get
I might be able to sing you a love song here pretty soon if I can control my yelling.
elected, that's honest. But when they don't, it's not. And so doesn't that take the wind out of your story? It's like, well, it was stolen. Well, you have the House and the Senate. How do you account for that? So that, to me, that's going to weaken that narrative. Trump is capitalizing on anger. He's using the election issue
Right on, Steph.
as a means to an end, and he may believe it, but it doesn't matter because it's a weak story.
R.I.P.
Okay.
to Jordan Peterson's Menchie's. Because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of Trump stands in there that are pissed off.
Right?
I'm
Right.
sure of it.
Good.
Because he does have...
Good. Let him lose some support from those idiots. Because if you support Donald Trump and Jordan Peterson, you're one of the monsters on this planet that needs to just fucking die off. Understand that. There's a lot of racism. There's a lot of white supremacy around those two guys. There's a lot of Nazism around those two guys. If you are both a Trump and Jordan Peterson supporter, I'm just going to point straight at you and say you're straight out racist. You totally don't listen to what people say to you, and I know you're listening to me right now as I call you a racist, but that's the only thing you're going to hear. And that's too bad.
I mean, he has a somewhat ideologically diverse
And,
following,
you know,
but I think he has a lot of people.
Steph, I promise you I will never do that to my hair to you. Okay? I will never go full Forrest Gump. Don't ever go full Forrest Gump. Don't ever go full Gump. Never go full Gump. Never go full Gump. Never go full Gump. Always keep a little hair on the sides. Always keep a little hair on the sides. Never go full Gump like this chump. Steph, would he be a little bit more attractive if he didn't go full Gump? Would he look a little better if he didn't have that shine on the side of his fucking head? Just let me know. Never go full Gump. I'm just saying.
Right-wing people, Trump people who like him, may even be the bulk of his followers, and they ain't gonna like that, dog. They are not gonna like that one bit.
Audrey Baker. Well, hello, Audrey Baker, who just stepped into my life and said something in my chat. Stupid excuse. Proof they do not care about our constitutional rights to free speech. Stupid excuse. He'd be more attractive if he didn't go full lib. I agree with that, too. I agree with that, too. I couldn't have said that any better. Oh, my God. Do you know, he does pretty good at calling out the lefties. You got to give him, he's not full lib, but when he's with, every time he seems to find a new goddamn politician that he wants everyone to go vote for, it's like, you lost me at that. Go vote. You lost me at that. Audrey, I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. You said, stupid excuse, proof they do not care about our constitutional rights to free speech. Are you talking about the left? Gives a stupid excuse? I'm confused. I'm sorry, Audrey. There's so much going on right now. I love your name, Audrey. That's my friend's mom's name, Audrey. So, yeah, you're gonna have to explain what you mean. I'm sorry. I'm taking what you're saying out of context because I don't understand. I don't know what excuse you're referring to when you say stupid excuse, and you say they. I'm assuming you're talking about the liberals don't care about our constitutional right to free speech. I agree, they don't. All they care about is their narrative to be amplified, and if they have to silence you to do it, I found this MFer, okay, on Twitter. That's one of those silencing liberal MFers. And all he wants to do is pontificate. And when he disagrees with you, he wants you silenced. He wants Joe Rogan silenced. This man who wrote that article for CNN wants Joe Rogan silenced. And he claims he wants him silenced because 11 years ago, Joe Rogan made a comment about an area where he got out. He tried to make a joke around it, referring to the area as being like Planet of the Apes. Now, understand that can be taken many different ways. And whichever way Joe Rogan intended it, he wasn't really explicit about it. But here's the facts around that. He said it 11 years ago, number one. Number two, he's apologized for it more than once. Number three, I don't think he's going to make that mistake again by stepping into that pothole, by making that comment again, ever. And number four, his millions of adoring fans are willing to forgive him as well. I mean, at least he doesn't sleep with a copy of Mein Kampf next to his fucking bed, like Donald Trump fucking does. Or at least he didn't write a book on Nazism and Adolf Hitler like Jordan Peterson did. You cannot tie those three people together. It's impossible. All you can say is that Donald Trump supports Joe Rogan's right to free speech, man. That's not chaining them together. And the fact that you felt that you had to put that as its own single paragraph, those 5 or 6 words, and make that a whole paragraph on CNN. Yeah, it's opinion, it's opinion, it's opinion, it's opinion, it's opinion. But it's not factual. So what good is opinion when it's lies? I hope that makes sense. So Audrey never came back to tell me the context of what she was saying. Josh just says he loves the show today. He retweeted it. Thank you. And nobody else is engaging me in conversation yet again. Here we go again. We do one bong hit, and I swear my whole audience goes to shit. You guys cannot keep up with me, man. I need people who can smoke and stay coherent. Like me, my cat meows. I'm up. Fucking see what the fuck's up. What's up? What do you want, buddy? You want more food? Look, you got food. Look at this. You want to go outside? What do you want, buddy? You want to go outside? What you want? What you want? What you need another fucking bird, you little bastard. Well, stop it. Do that.
I love you, Beezel. You still haven't been outside yet, mister.
So I put my hands on my hips for effect when I talk to him. You like that? Okay, I'm thinking, says OG. Okay, you take your time, OG. Let me know when you got something to say. I got to make deliveries. Sorry. That's okay, Steph. You're fine. You're fine. I just... The fact that I only have 13 viewers is the problem, Steph. That's the problem. If there were 100 people, if there were 500 people watching, I'd have plenty of people to fucking engage me right now. And I can't get my own audience to stay and watch. I can't get new people to stay and watch. And it's frustrating for me, man. I'm like the only podcaster with an audience like this. Everyone else's numbers are going up. And mine just fucking, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, The numbers wouldn't bother me so much if you guys would just chat. If you would just say shit. You know, if you would find this shit as interesting as I do. This is the second time I'm watching this video this morning. And it's like most of you couldn't give a fuck about watching it one time. Oh, there are more people here. My bad. Oops. Fuck you, Restream. Oh, fuck. Sorry. There's a lot of you here. They were lying. They told me there were 13 people here, and that's not true. My bad, guys. You guys need to fucking chat. Come on, man. I literally believe that number because nobody's talking. Talk to me. People need to be smoking some sativa, right? Right? Maybe we do need to pay attention to the strains. You know? Jesus, is that what's going on? The next election, do you think Biden will be elected? Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so, but look at the goddamn alternative, bro. And let me tell you something. OG, it all depends on who's offered up as an alternative. I mean, he might get fucking primaried, bro. And if he gets primaried, no telling, bro. All bets are off. We don't know what's going to fucking happen. It just depends on how magnetic that figure is. You know who could bring the whole goddamn Democratic Party together? Not Bernie Sanders. You know, thanks to all the cucks on the left. And that's why I can put the left down. You know, because most of them do not support Bernie Sanders. Like my mother. They do not support Bernie Sanders. They don't support his Medicare for all. They don't support his... Yeah, let's smoke. They don't support his platform, period. And they've been told by the left media and by people like, you know, like, I'm not saying Ellen DeGeneres, but people like Ellen DeGeneres, you know, Hollywood liberal motherfucker types, that, you know, what you need to do is steer away from people like Bernie Sanders because he's going to be taking away our national security. He's going to be letting people into the country that you don't like. You know, and these hardcore Democrat motherfuckers, they don't like it. They don't like all the things that Bernie Sanders is offering. That's why we don't have Bernie Sanders as a president. And that is our biggest failing right there. I tell you what, we probably could have gone another 500 years of humanity if we had got Bernie Sanders elected. Earlier, if we had just got him in there and we weren't such a bunch of you-know-whats on the left that subverted Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton supporters and Joe Biden supporters and Kamala Harris supporters and Andrew Yang supporters, right? And name every other liberal that ran against Bernie Sanders when they all should have fucking stepped down and pushed him up. And it's their fault. And I blame every single one of them. The Amy Klobuchars, the fucking Green Party cunts, all of them. They all could have got behind Bernie Sanders. The libertarians. You got your 83-year-old mom to support Bernie? I couldn't do it. I couldn't convince my mother to do it. Or I don't even know if my sister, I doubt it. I wouldn't even bother wasting time talking to my sister about politics, man. She just turns off. She shuts down. You know? You can't discuss politics with my sister. I kind of... It's something I really love about her, actually. You know? I know how she feels. You know, she fucking hates you if you're a fucking Republican. She won't have anything to do with you. She fucking hates you. Family or not, she fucking hates you. You know, you let my sister know you're a Republican. She ain't talking to you. She ain't sending you a goddamn card in the mail again. You know? She ain't gonna fucking show up for your fucking kid's wedding. You know, she's gonna tell you to fuck right off and she don't need you in her fucking life. Good for her. Now, I love her passion, you know? And how dedicated she is to that. Yeah, I used to be like that. But I've learned, you know, it's not the way to be. I've learned. But I'm jealous that she can be that way because I kind of miss it. I love that level of knowing that what you believe in, that you're comfortable enough with what you believe in, that you can just cut off people out of your life completely and just say, hey, if I die because I'm not friends with you, I die. My principles are more important. She's on to something there. You know, I've been there for years, and I've kind of come from that. So, you know, you're a Republican, you're okay with me. You know, you're a Trump supporter, you're okay with me. You support both Donald Trump and Jordan Peterson, well, we should have a conversation about that. We really should. You should listen to what I have to say about it. You know, you just support Jordan Peterson and not Donald Trump? Yeah, okay. You know, he's magnetic. Jordan Peterson is magnetic. You know, he gets you to listen to him. The problem is when you finally get the fucking cotton out of your ears and you do start listening to Jordan Peterson, you realize he's not making any sense, man. Let's keep going. Check this out. Watch. You know, he just made sense for a minute. Now watch this.
So he makes a lot of good points. Keep it real. First of all, when he says Trump is whiny, yeah. Now in previous elections, so in like 2016, yeah,
my
he was
sister's
whiny
identical.
also back then.
She's my spirit
but the
animal.
Whininess was not just limited to
centrist scumbags. They're not going to give forgiveness
the
on
was
student
not
debt
just
like they
I'm
promised.
treated so
OG,
unfairly by everybody,
which is a damn shame.
And fake
Your
news
spirit
media
animal.
is so fake. It wasn't
Mine too.
just
I
that.
call her
It
Pitbull
was
with
also
lipstick.
The politician tap
Docky, what's up, buddy?
On behalf of the people, which is, you know, Trump was like the only Republican to be like, I'm not going to cut Social Security, I'm not going to cut Medicare. The forgotten men and women will never be forgotten again, and you know the elites look down on you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure your job is not outsourced. So he was like,
and I gotta give Kyle Kalinske some credit here. His Trump impersonation has come a long way. It's surpassed mine. And I think he does Trump really well when he does it.
Whiny, but there was also a whininess against, quote unquote, the man, which is ironic because, you know, he's an elitist and
you got a day
he's
off?
a billionaire and he's part of that class, but I think a lot of people...
What? Hey, look at this. Nick Brown. All of our sisters are anti-political. Isn't that hilarious? We should all learn from our sisters. We should start listening to Sister Sledge and play songs that have the word sister. Go, sister, so, sister. You know you, oh, sister, oh, sister, yo,
She was
sister.
certainly rejected by, like, Hollywood and...
We're going to sing songs
many
about
aspects of the
sisters.
media, bar Fox News, where most of them supported him.
I'm a
But the
cis
whininess
male.
Was, it wasn't just
Hey,
limited to, like...
no
me
law
being me.
regarding sisters.
Well, in 2020
Cheers.
it kinda was.
Cheers to all the
And
sisters
now
out
that we're
there.
past 2020, and this guy does rallies, and like everything he talks about is how, you know, the election was stolen and it was rigged and it was unfair, and it's become so personal and so cultish that you're not expanding the tent at all. And in fact, if anything, you're losing some people who may have been in the tent. That's what's happening. And so he calls him whiny. That's correct. He's whiny. This narrative is whiny. He also fundamentally says at one point there, look, if you didn't win, maybe that's your fault. Win by more. You say, oh, if there, you know, maybe there was 1% separating the election, so maybe there's enough fuckery where that could make the difference, but you should have just won by more. And then you wouldn't have to worry about this. You can overcome any of the biases against you. And by the way, that's exactly what Trump did in the 2016 primary. He overwhelmed them. He won by so much that it was undeniable. And Biden's a zombie. You couldn't beat that guy by more. You couldn't beat him. And he didn't even beat him.
Great
The
timing
popular vote electoral college, he didn't
with
beat
the
him at all.
bong.
But like, Jordan Peterson's point is, you should have
What do you mean? What do you mean great timing with the bong? What do you mean?
not only won the electoral college by a lot, you also should have won the popular vote by a lot. So
I need
maybe that's
Kabebi.
your fault. Then he accurately points out Republicans are gerrymandering. So you want to talk about, oh, it's unfair, everything's rigged. Well, it's not. There were 60 court cases, and almost more than 60 actually. And Trump lost almost every single one of them. They had the Arizona audit. Trump lost by more votes than we thought he lost by on election day. So you're whining about they're rigging it. It's like, well, Republicans gerrymander all the time. All the time. You have nothing to say about that. So when it's like cheating on behalf of your team, you're like, cool. When it's not, you're like, and he says that. When you win, it's always fair. But when you lose, it's always rigged.
Right?
Isn't that mighty convenient?
Right?
So,
He's
credit
right.
where credit's due. He's 100% right in this stuff.
He's right.
However,
Here we go.
I'm not going to get through a whole Jordan Peterson segment without some degree of criticism.
Right.
So this is the point where, this is directly after you saw what he just said here in the podcast.
Right.
Now he's going to drive his point directly into a ditch.
Right.
And it's worse than that, because I also think, and I've talked to lots of Republicans about this, is that the best story you've got? You got tradition on your side. You got the truth as an adventure on your side. You got belief in truth on your side. That's been abandoned by the radical left. You've got belief in science on your side. You've got responsibility on your side. You've got the fundamental purpose of higher education on your side. You can't conjure up a better story for Americans than the election was stolen?
No, they can't,
With
because
all that
everything
on
you
your
just
side?
said was
That's just
bullshit.
not
That's
very
why
impressive.
they can't, Jordan.
Let's
If
go
what
through
you
that
said
point
was
by
true,
point.
then they'd
You've
be
got
able
tradition
to.
on your
But
side.
everything you said was
Okay,
a lie.
fair enough. I mean, the Republican Party is, like, when you look at the textbook definitions of, like, conservatism, a lot of that has to do with maintaining tradition and order. Like, keeping things relatively similar to how they are right now. Like, maintain our way of life type stuff. So,
Yeah,
sure.
all right.
You
Fair
got
enough.
it. Republicans have tradition on their side.
Fair enough.
On the Democratic side or the left side, it is more about progress and change.
Yeah, I'll
and
give
bringing
them that.
something
One
new
or
and
two
better.
points.
So
One
fair
or
enough,
two
you guys
points.
do have tradition on your side. Granted. Then he says you have truth as an adventure on your side. And that's like that's a Jordan Petersonism right there, because he's all about narratives and
It's
stories of
provably
like being
false.
a hero in the story, and so I think that's what he means. That, like, they somehow embrace the storytelling stuff more about, I don't know, personal responsibility or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's trying to say there, but truth as an adventure sounds to me like they center stories more. I don't know if that's true, but yes, on the left, I prefer my candidates to talk more about macro issues, look at the big picture, look at the data, and have a fundamental moral analysis. I don't want to get bogged down in anecdotes and stories. So, you know what? I'll give it to him. Then he says you have belief in truth on your side. The Republicans have belief in truth on their side. No, they don't. No, they don't. Belief in truth? I mean, I could sit here and go through 1,000 different issues where the Republicans are just wrong. They're just wrong. Take the economy, for example. Every single time we do Reaganomics, trickle-down economics, so tax cuts for the wealthy and deregulation, every single time, you have a boom-bust cycle. And you always have a crash that accompanies that, because when you remove the regulations, you're really removing the referees that keep the game fair, and turns out the people on Wall Street are not the smartest guys in the room, they're the greediest guys in the room. And they can drive the economy into a ditch. See 2008. Now, that wasn't just Republicans. George W. Bush played a big role in that, but so did Bill Clinton, who did the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, which repealed Glass-Steagall. But this idea, like, that economic approach doesn't work. By the way, they come out and say, oh, it's not going to add to the deficit, don't worry. And then every single time, it adds massively to the deficit when you cut taxes for the wealthy. They say, oh, the economy's going to take off so much that even though you have a lower tax rate, the revenue will actually be more. Turns out, when you crunch the numbers, that is not true. It's not even close to true. So that's just one example. Belief in truth on the side of the party that started the Iraq War, which we know as a matter of fact was based on things that are not true, and they push that at the top of their lungs. Belief in truth for the party that wants to cut the social safety net as they pretend like this will help
Critical
people at
race
the bottom of the economic
theory.
ladder. That's not true at all. It hurts them. We
Critical
have the
race
data, we see
theory.
the numbers. Medicare, Social Security, these programs absolutely helped poor people and working class people. There's no doubt about it.
Truth.
Somehow the Republicans believe in truth?
Huh.
Come on. There was I don't remember the number, but the lies that Trump told, it was in the thousands. There were literally, in fact, here, I'm going to try to look it up as I'm talking to you guys right now. How many lies did Trump tell? Let's see. 30,573 over 4 years. Now look, I'll be extra kind to Jordan Peterson. I'll be extra kind to all the right-wingers out there. You ready? Washington Post did this article. Now, I don't know who the Washington Post fact checkers
New coffee.
are. Let's
We're
assume
good.
They're wrong. In fact,
Smile on
let's
my face.
cut it in half. Let's say that all, 15,000 of these so-called lies are missing a massive amount of context and it's misleading. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know if it's fair, but I'll be extra kind and give it to you. So he told 15,573 lies. Let's just call it even 15,000 lies over 4 years. That's the party that believes in truth? Come on, dog. Don't be blinded by partisanship. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you don't see. I don't do the opposite of this. I don't say, because I'm more philosophically aligned with Democrats, therefore, they believe in truth. No! The overwhelming majority of the Democrats are either liars or corrupt or dead wrong about a lot of stuff, and I'm not ashamed to say it. He's going to say the Republican Party has truth on their side. It gets even worse somehow, though. They have belief in science on their side. Okay.
Science?
There are a hell of a lot of anti-vaxxers on the right. There are some on the left, too. And the left should own that. That, hey, look, people are skeptical of Big Pharma.
45,350 Bitcoin, guys.
Turns into cynicism, and they end up not acknowledging obvious things like vaccines work. Okay? Some of that on the left, sure. There's a lot of that on the right, too. And, in fact, politically, at the national level, there's more of that on the right. So
we just hit the daily high of Bitcoin, everybody. 726, 727.
This is the party
45, so we just hit it.
Disagrees with
5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago.
Of climate scientists.
Live on the show.
Way, I know Jordan Peterson is skeptical on this issue of climate change as well. Hate to tell you, Jordan, you're wrong. You're
right
wrong.
Here it is.
Over 95% of climate
1,
scientists
2, 3, 4, 5,
it's real,
6.
It's a problem. We got to do something about it, and we already see the evidence happening and unrolling right in front of our eyes. So when you say you believe in science, clearly not.
24-hour high, guys, right now. Bitcoin.
They're wrong on. Or they acknowledge it's real, but then they drag their feet and don't want to do anything policy-wise. To be fair, that's the Democrats too. So, what are you talking about, belief in science on the right? I mean, don't make me laugh. I don't know what point he's trying to make. How does the left not believe in science? There are some anti-vaxxers on the left, granted. I think the point he thinks he's making is well, the right acknowledges that men are men and women are women. And the left believes in, there's biological sex, but then there's also gender. And there's a spectrum of that stuff. So trans people are real, for example. I think he's trying to say that is anti-science. So the right believes in science because they stress biological sex and sort of either think gender is the same or just dismiss the topic of gender overall. Then he says, well...
Are there any politicians that give a shit about us? No, not really. Not really. I know some people would go, nay, that's not true. There's politicians, there's blah, blah, and they do this and do that. Local politicians, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The fact is, the majority of politicians make it to the point that if there are any good ones, they do very little. And they go unnoticed. And once they get noticed, they get bought. And that's why they don't exist in the higher up positions, man. Because once they get bought, they become establishment. They all get bought. It's a crazy what money does to people, man. 45,420. 45,420. You guys see that? I called that shit. Did you see I did that shit? I didn't know it was going to say 420. I sang it right on the 420. 45,420. Yeah. We're going to 54. That's where we need to go. We got to go all the way up to 54. So the fact that we're bouncing down from 45, 726 now, it's a weird fucking place. But 45, 726. Okay, let's just see what happens when we get up there again. Okay? Big Bitcoin. Big Bitcoin going up. So I just want to say this. Kyle Kalinske does an excellent job of taking down Jordan Peterson here. After the point Jordan Peterson made about Republicans being traditionalists, which they are to some extent, everything else Jordan Peterson said about Republicans was a straight out fucking lie. And he's such a douchebag for saying that. Now, I want you guys to listen to fucking Jordan Peterson say it again, okay? listen to Jordan Peterson say this, okay? Now, if you disagree with the points he's going to make several points. I want you to give me a number in the chat of how many of the points you disagree with. The first point he says, where he says they're traditionalists, they've got, Republicans, fine, whatever. All politicians are traditionalists. They all follow, the tradition of the last politicians that were there. It's a stupid thing to say. It's redundant to say that about any politician. How did you get voted in? By the tradition of voting. How did you write legislation? By the tradition of writing legislation that other people have done before me and the people have done before them. It's all tradition. He's an idiot for saying it, and Kyle Kalinske kind of misses the mark there for not seeing it like I just did. I'm high right now, and I just caught that shit. Give me the one if you disagree with one thing he says, 2 if you disagree with 2 things he says, 3 if you disagree with 3 things he says.
I also think, and I've talked to lots of Republicans about this,
lots.
Is that the best story you've got? You got tradition on your side. You got the truth as an adventure on your side. You got belief in truth on your side. That's been abandoned by the radical left.
Say
You've got
1.
belief in science on your side.
2.
You've got responsibility on your side.
3. Bullshit.
You've got the fundamental purpose of higher education on your side.
Bullshit. Critical race theory.
You can't conjure up a better story for Americans than the election was stolen?
No,
With
they
all that on
can't
your side?
because none of those are
That's just
true.
not
The traditionalists,
impressive.
all politicians are traditionalists. So that doesn't mean anything. That's a piece of straw and it's redundant. All politicians follow traditions. The Democrats do. The Republicans do. Everybody does. That's how politics works. It's tradition. You fucking idiot. All right, you redundant fucking idiot. Josh G gives me a 10. How many things did he say about Republicans that you guys disagree with? Can I get the number of things? I'm putting up 4. I got 4 things. Steve Running says 3. Josh says 10. He didn't make 10 points. Give me a number. Okay, OG 420 disagrees with 3 things that Jordan Peterson just said about Republicans. Now, I'm dying to find out what you guys agree with, because there were 4 factually provable things. Provable. 2. Billy's only got 2. He only disagrees with 2 things. Holy fuck, what are you disagreeing with, Billy? Oh my god. Wow, really, guys? All my Republicans are fucking showing their asses right now in the chat. Anybody else want to chime in? I mean, let me let you listen to it again, and I'll count the things off as he goes through them. Wow. I can't believe you guys don't see what I see here. Holy fucking shit. I see 4 things that he fucking totally has wrong.
Because I also think, and I've talked to lots of Republicans about this,
Obviously.
is that the best story you've got? You got tradition on your side. You got the truth as an adventure.
Number 1, they don't have tradition on their side, do they? Everyone uses tradition. 1. We're going to have 5. Watch this.
On your side. You got belief in truth on your side. That's
Okay, they don't believe in truth. As evidenced by Kyle Kalinske, they supported Donald Trump, and he lied 30,500 times. Provably false. 2. That's 2 fucking things. Come on. Let's keep going.
That's been abandoned by the radical left. You've got belief in science on your side.
That's fucking bullshit. Republicans don't believe in fucking science. Provably false. Let's keep going.
Right?
I mean, the earth warms and it cools. It warms and it cools. Yeah, here's a snowball. It's not getting hotter. Here's a snowball. Oh yeah, Jew lasers started the fires, not climate change. It was Jew lasers. From outer space. That's 3 things. I'm on 3, Billy. I'm on 3 things.
You've got responsibility on your side.
Oh, Republicans are so responsible. You mean like the way... Right, Detroit Dabber? Thank you. You mean like the way Mitch McConnell shut down every single appointee that Barack Obama tried to appoint into the Supreme Court. Remember that? You're not going to pass a single piece of legislation as long as I'm. Remember what he did to Barack Obama? Oh yeah, that's really responsible. You know, electing Donald Trump your president. That was really responsible. Yeah, that was really putting a responsible, you know, a very level-headed, calm and non-reactive leadership quality person to president of the United States. Fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm at 4.
Right. You've got the fundamental purpose of higher education on
Critical race theory. Bullshit. 5. Oh, you don't want to higher educate. You don't want the truth in education, and you don't want the truth. So, I got 5. What's the last point he tries to make?
your side. You can't conjure up a better story for
And he can't figure out why they can't conjure up a better story. You know, I disagree with your misunderstanding of why they can't conjure up a better story. It's obvious because the 5 things you said were all false. Now, who could give me a fucking 5, a high 5 in the goddamn audience and agree with all 5 of those points that Jordan Peterson is full of shit on every fucking thing that he says. Always. I just proved all 5 of them wrong. And Kyle Kalinske did too. Did you listen to fucking Kyle's arguments? 5. Thank you, OG420. Junior, thank you. Steve Running, thank you. Yes, Dom, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm bowing this way and I'm bowing this way. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Billy Bong, I won you over? Look. Thank you. Steph is still here with all my yelling. Thank you, Steph. I'm not yelling at you. Merc, thank you. I'm going crazy over here. I'm basically agreeing with everything that Kyle Kalinske said, and I catch Kyle on missing the very first point that Jordan Peterson said, that Republicans win tradition when all politics are tradition, and I proved to you that politics are tradition, didn't I? It doesn't matter what political party you subscribe to, you're following tradition by being political. It's a non-point. Jordan Peterson is very good at strawmanning shit, and he does this shit knowing that he's doing it, because he knows not even somebody like Kyle Kalinske is going to catch it. Now watch Kyle Kalinske miss the point that we all get.
Americans, then the election was stolen?
Watch
with all that on your
Watch
side?
Kyle miss this, and we
That's
all
just
get
not
it. You all
very
got. Everyone
impressive.
gave me a 5. You're smarter
Let's
than.
go through that point by point.
Let's go through that point by point. They shaved his head a little too close, and I think they damaged his ability to think clearly. He needs to let that hair grow in a little bit, you know. But I digress. Let's listen to Kyle totally miss the point on tradition.
You've got tradition on your side. Okay, fair enough. I mean, the Republican Party is, like, when you look at the textbook definitions of, like, conservatism, a lot of that has to do with maintaining tradition.
Yeah, and what about liberalism? Does that maintain tradition? Liberalism? Because, you know, it's oh, we have to go better. We have to evolve and be better than what we were. Well, isn't that exactly what the liberals before you were trying to do? Oh, and the liberals before them, weren't they also trying to change everything? Is that not tradition? That very activity of trying to change government is the whole foundation of your tradition. So you're traditionalists too.
And order. You know, like keeping things relatively similar to how they are right now. Like maintain our way of life type stuff. So sure, you got it. Republican.
Maintain our way of life. Yeah, our way of life is to make things better for everybody. That's what the liberals say, right? We want to make things better. We want to change things, but we want to make it and make things better. And that's what the ones before you said too. And that's what the ones before them said too. And that's what the ones before them said too. All the liberals, they've always said that. Huh? Isn't that like tradition? That's like the tradition of being a liberal is to try to change the government, make it better.
Because have tradition on their side, on the Democratic side or the left side, it is more about progress and change.
Right.
And let's bring in something new and better.
That's
So
their
fair enough,
tradition.
You guys do have tradition on your side.
No. Now, what's the definition of tradition? Let's look it up. Okay, Google. Tradition definition.
Here's the definition of tradition. The transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation, or the fact of being passed on in this way.
You know, I don't know that even if how many generations has fucking politicians been around for in the United States? What, two is it, how old's the country? I don't even know how old the United States is. It hasn't been around long enough to be past one generation. So how traditional is that? Right? Think about that. You said generation to generation. Okay. If our great grandfathers weren't in the same, the parties didn't even exist. You know, Democrats and Republicans like they do today. How is that fucking tradition? It doesn't even make sense. It's such a straw man piece of shit argument. And Kyle just totally misses it. He just doesn't see it like that at all. He just sees tradition as, oh well, they want to be foundational. They don't want to change anything. That's their tradition. Their tradition can be changed too. Change can be a part of your tradition. And I think Kyle gives a point to Jordan Peterson where he doesn't deserve that point at all. He's everything that Jordan Peterson says doesn't make sense, man. I mean, they're not solid points ever. And most of them are exactly the opposite of what he says. In fact, if you hunt them all down, every fact, non-fact that Jordan Peterson gives you, it turns out negating his point to begin with. It's a practice. It's a engagement in psychosis with that man. You know, when you listen to him, you realize how psychotic and hurt and fucked up he is, because he's literally using his ability to reason just to fuck everybody. And he knows what he's doing. That's the worst part. And he uses these stupid fucking words that nobody knows the definitions to, and loses half of his audience just on that alone. They can't keep up. So they're just hearing this drone. It's basically Nazism. And he understands it better than anybody. He doesn't love you. You know, when that guy is gone, the world's going to be a much better place, man. People like him are fucking toxic as fuck, man. Boston Tea Party tradition, right? Protesting is tradition in this country. You know? You know what's tradition in this country? Guns. Guns. We've always had them. Ever since the very beginning. We've always had guns in this country. Now that's tradition. But, you know, I digress. Because, even though Kyle just misses that one little point, and, you know, it's debatable. It's because at first he had me on it, and then when I thought about it, I was like, no, Democrats are traditionalists too. They have to be, because they follow politics, and politics are tradition. Do you guys remember what the definition of tradition was? It was the transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation. Now, democracy is the tradition that is being passed along here. And both, last I checked, the Democrats and the Republicans were subscribed to democracy, the tradition, the form of politics that they've passed along. Dude, I just don't give Republicans any credit for tradition at all. The more I talk about it, the more points I come up on, you know? Because I don't have a political science degree like this guy does. I'm not a political science major. I didn't study that stuff. I don't understand it. But you know what? And I haven't read any books on it. I know that he has. I know he's got the education. I know he's read the books. But I think that might also put him at a slight disadvantage on this one point. Because he's been taught that Republicans are traditionalists. That's what he's been taught. And I think it might serve against him on this one point. But like I said, he does a really good job of taking Jordan Peterson down for the rest of that segment there. Every point that Jordan Peterson made about Republicans was false, and Kyle had all of the fucking receipts, man. And I chimed in with critical race theory from the coffee shop, remember? Critical race theory. Remember that? Of course they don't care about higher education. If they did, or the truth. Critical race theory knocks both of those things away. Because critical race theory is the truth. We killed 80 million natives. We enslaved the Chinese. We locked the Japanese up in internment camps. You know, we've done a lot of horrible shit. We've bombed folks all over the world, and we still do today. Critical race theory is something we should be discussing, not dismissing. And who's dismissing it and calling it lies? Republicans are. So that's two of those points. Boom! Shot out of the water. Boom! Shot out of the water right there. Boom! The higher education bullshit. You know, just because it disagrees with your narrative doesn't mean it didn't happen. It doesn't mean you should fucking control the flow of that information. You're idiots for trying to. I thought you were First Amendment right, motherfuckers. Oh, now we can't have critical race theory? What is it? Is it First Amendment, my right to free speech, or is it no critical race theory? You can't talk about that. Fuck you. Fuck these Republic cucks. Fuck them all. You know? Jordan Peterson is a fucking Nazi. All right? He's a goddamn Nazi. And Kyle Kalinske kind of looks like a Nazi with that stupid fucking gump cut. What the fuck is he thinking? Dude, your head is shiny on both sides, bro. It's reflecting light off of the side of your face, Kyle. Look at you. Your face is eclipsing, homie. What is that? Faces don't eclipse, man. What are you doing? The sun is shining on the side of Kyle Kalinske's face. Look, I don't know why. 45,000, says Greg. 45K. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I wonder how my... Let's check the portfolio. Let's see how that's going, huh? I shall check it. And see. Remember, I told you I'd say when I get to 0, guys. Might be a little bit closer now. Remember, it was... Where was it? 6.7 or 7? Somewhere around the 7-ish, 6-ish area. My portfolio negative percent. So we'll check right now. We're checking it. We're gonna check it. The portfolio is at it's gonna be a little bit better, I believe. Yes, it's going to be a little bit better. Wow, guys, it's at negative 5.8%. My portfolio. All right. My Harmony is at 381%. My Crypto.com is at 143%. My Polygon is at 106%. My Decentraland Mana is at 110%. My Cosmos Atom is at 56%. Merit Circle is at 42%. Who told me about Merit Circle, Billy Bong Thornton? Who told me about fucking Merit Circle? Tell me now. Billy Bong, are you still here? Billy Bong. Merit Circle. $300 you've made me on Merit Circle. I put down almost 1,000, you know, probably right at 1,000. I've made $300 on that $1,000, bro. Did we lose Billy Bong, guys? Avalanche AVAX, guys, is at mine is at 57%. Scrooge is at 71%. God, I did good on that Scrooge. Because what I took it from is down. I'm pretty sure. It may have been thorium. I'm not sure. But thorium is way down. OG, thank you. Pick and choose their own version of free speech. Nick, right? So, this is what a piece of shit Dwayne The Rock is. Johnson. He initially defended Joe Rogan, and then someone pointed out to him that Rogan had previously used the N-word in previous podcasts, and then The Rock has taken his support away from Joe Rogan now. That's what a piece of shit he is. Thanks for speaking out, pal. Sit down. Shut up. Sit down, shut up, you. Opinion. Don't pretend you don't know what Joe Rogan is all about. Maybe we should watch the video that accompanies this. Wow, I didn't even think about that. We read the whole article, but we didn't watch the video. And I wonder what the video is going to be. And the video won't play because, you know, some re-engineer. So, if I want to see that, Joe Rogan calls the compilation video political hit job. Well, yeah, I mean, it was. That's what those guys were doing. Yeah, it was a political hit job. Totally. You know, but, you know, if you hadn't have said that all those times, they wouldn't have been able to compile that video of you saying that over and over and over and over and over again. And you know, I've always been against the use of that word on social media, period. I've always looked at it that way ever since I got on social media. And when I've seen people using it on my show in their names and YouTube allows it, I've always blocked them. You know, I can show you the blocked names in my block list. But the idiots at YouTube allow that shit. People like Shitlips and the re-engineer crew over there. Re-engineer crew. I'm going to try to get this video to play. I don't know what to do here. Where do I go to see the videos? Will it appear if I go like this? Give me a second here. Videos. Video. If we just want to get 14,568 votes, you can just get me those votes. Can we just find 14,568 votes? Videos. No. 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 How do I get to the videos? I need to click on a video and it brings up the row of videos. Oh, okay, that's what to do. Yeah, I got it. I got this all figured out, man. Okay, it's going to show me the row of videos down here. We're going to click on this one first, and then we're going to look for the Rogan video. The Rogan video is not popping up. They may have pulled down. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they'll realize what a bunch of fools they are, and they'll pull a stupid fucking video down. Yeah, it's not coming up under the videos. Huh. Book reveals that Trump staff found flushed papers in White House toilet. Dude, he's such an idiot, man. You know, it's like I said, you guys want to see my cat? That's pretty funny. It's like I said before. The bong is blocking the cat. There. It's like I said before, man. If Joe Rogan, and you know, I'm not pulling my support from Joe Rogan's right to free speech at all here, guys, just so you know. But I'm saying if Joe Rogan hadn't used that word repeatedly on his podcast for whatever stupid rationalization he had, knowing even 11 years ago that hit job videos existed. Look, man, I've been calling women cunts on this show for a long time, knowing that at any point someone could just take all of the, and it would be in context, all the times that I called women cunts on this show and use that against me as a big fucking hit job and whatever. And I've made sure to provide plenty of opportunities for anybody that wanted to do that to compile a video like that and throw it out there against me. I've let my own words curse me. I understand. I've done it plenty of times. I don't fucking care. But I knew that it could happen. For Joe Rogan to act like he's shocked this was some kind of a hit job, bro, you gave them the material. And it's almost like you're like me. Like you felt like, hey man, maybe that's someday that'll work in my favor. Maybe it did, Joe. But those aren't the kinds of fans that I want. You know? I want the kind of fan that goes, whoa, Nate, you just called a woman a cunt, bro. That's so disrespectful. You sexist motherfucker. And I go, whoa, bro, you're a fucking cunt too. And he's like, oh, so it's not just women. Oh, I got you. Okay, you just say cunt a lot. Yeah, I say cunt a lot. I'm not a sexist. I say cunt a lot. Say cunt a lot. Hey, we're going across the desert with a cunt a lot. Here we go on top of our horses. Sir cunt a lot. Hi, you're a cunt, and you're a cunt, and you are a cunt too. I am Sir cunt a lot, going across the desert now with you. Sir cunt a lot. What the fuck is that, Sir cunt a lot? Dude, you guys see my kitty cat? I don't know if that's just a tree. I don't think you can see my cat. That's just a tree. Hold on. I'm like, look at my cat. You guys can't see my fucking cat. I'm like, what am I thinking here? You guys can't see my cat. I'm pointing at nothing. And all of you guys are just assuming that there's a cat out there, right? That is the power of being a cult leader, right, Orlando? That's what he does. Do you know what Orlando said on Twitter this morning, guys? He said all of the women of the flock that want their personal dancing lessons with Orlando, schedule them now. Their personal, private dancing lessons, to schedule them now. Oh, Orlando. It's one big happy rat-eating family over there, I tell you. My Beazle. I love him. When I speak, pit bulls fly out of my mouth. Rah! Pit bull. Hey, no law regarding pit bulls flying out of my mouth. Cheers. What's up, Arlie? Anywho. Oh my God. Trump routine was to tear up his presidential notes of meetings. Yeah. Sir Cunt-a-lot. Where's the pussycat? Orlando and the Rat Pack. Damn, I just swallowed my hit. That tweet you sent out about a guy giving you advice on cooking after eating barbecue rats? Yeah, that's Orlando sent. Did you see the picture, Doc, of the barbecue rats? I got it here on my desktop if you want to see the barbecue rats, bro. It is one of the most vulgar photos I've ever seen in my entire life. But you know what I tell people to prepare them for it? Before I show it to them? I got a whole thing, bro. Check this out. All right. We're in China. Hanging out, chilling. We went to China. And we're going to check out a wet market. All right? And we're all together. We're chilling. And we get to the wet market. And they got seafood. We're going to get some sushi. Say we're going there to grab some really fresh sushi. You know? So they got shit hanging. Crazy shit. Right? Things you've never seen before. But, you know, people from different countries eat different foods. Things that you might not be accustomed to seeing. So you look on one side and you see, you know, there's like snails and, you know, some sort of insect. You know, maybe people are eating, you know, some sort of a rodent, right? And then you look over on the other side. And you see, you know, they got like a grill set up. And, you know, no big deal. They're just barbecuing some rats. No big deal. They got some rats going. Some chicken sitting next to the rats. No big deal, bro. Just some fucking rats. We're in the wet market, bro. You know, oh, you're going to see all kinds of shit in here, right? That's how I warm you up to it. And this is the kind of thing that you would see in a wet market. You'd see a whole bunch of fucking rats, you know, or some kind of a rodent, all skinned and barbecued and something on a stick. And somebody walking by is like, yeah, I think I'll get one of those on a stick. You know, probably wouldn't cost you a lot of money. Orlando from Alabama sent me this photograph, and I assume that he took it himself. He said he'd offer me the chicken. Because if you look over there, you'll see there's a chicken in the middle. There's a chicken over there. I see it. Looks like a little roaster. Now, if there were a whole bunch of those sitting on that grill, now imagine that's all you see. You just see... This is one of our viewers, Steph. Now, he is... You might not know this about Orlando. He has a cult. They're called the Church of Jesus Christ, I believe. They're located in Alabama. He's got almost 300 members. And he offers all of his women in his flock private dancing lessons on Twitter this morning. Said to all the women of the flock, schedule your private dancing lessons with me. I don't know if that would be accompanied by some delicacies such as the ones here on screen. But, you know, this is the sort of, that's the sort of, I guess you would say, content that I would be depriving myself of if I blocked the Church of Jesus Christ from Alabama, run by Orlando, out of my chat. And I just, at this point, how desperate I am for content. Am I joking? Steph, there's one thing you're gonna love about me. I don't lie. I can lie for a couple of seconds to my audience just as a joke, and then I gotta out myself. That's it. This, I'm talking about a goddamn chat member, hun. I'm talking about Orlando. You've seen him in the chat, right? You know Gussie. You know his name is what is it? Prophet Orlando Bethel. I think he comes in with that name. Does he come in with the name Prophet Orlando Bethel? And then when he comes in, he types in all caps, I am the Lord Savior Jesus Christ. He says some shit like that. They could very well have me up on a screen right now in Alabama in their church. There could be like 20 or 30 of them sitting around watching right now. And I hope they're doing bong rips and eating healthily. I asked him to not feed them rats anymore, and he said okay, he'd stop. You're new here? Yeah, but I just figured Orlando comes in a lot. Check this out, Steph. One of Orlando's members of his flock, his name is, I can't remember the guy's name, put $250,000 or so down on some Shiba Inu right before the market dropped. And I told Orlando, I was like, don't worry. I was like, it's going to be a while. I said, but when the market comes back, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. He'll get his money. Do you know what these guys did? According to Orlando, they've started a lawsuit against a crypto corporation, Shiba Inu, I believe. I don't think it was Saitama. I think it was Shiba Inu. Yeah. Because the value of their crypto has gone down. And I said, what are you going to do when the value goes back up again? And then you start making money off that shit. What the fuck do you think? You're suing them because the value went down during a market crash? I got news for you, bro. Everybody's fucking crypto has gone down. You know, and it's trying to recuperate right now, but I told them that for weeks. They looked at me like I was crazy, and they went ahead. According to him, they're suing Shiba Inu. They filed a suit. I said, it's going to get dismissed. He's like, we know the judge. He's like, it's Alabama. I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy. But this is content that I'm a podcaster. How am I going to say no to that? I've got the exclusive rights to this shit. You know? You want over the top entertainment. I'm following, or he's following me, I should say. A cult leader is following this channel and sharing what goes on inside the inner workings of a cult with us publicly on Twitter. Follow him. Oh, and they lead a cult. I'm starting one. I'm joining yours. I want to be in your cult. You join my cult, and you join my cult, and I'll join your cult, Steph. I always told my audience this is not what this is about. It's always a joke, you know. See, in all seriousness, I would never run for political office. I would never start a cult. I don't want to be in charge of people. You know, I like telling people how I feel about things, and I hope to fuck that I can convince them of how I feel, and if not, I'm okay with that. But I know that if I can convince them of how I feel about things, it'll make them more aware of everything in their lives, and they'll pay attention to everything, and they'll know who not to trust and who maybe to trust a little bit more, and they'll get that insight from me and take it and do with whatever they want. And you know, and I'll call those people out on their bullshit too, and hopefully they'll know that not everyone is right about everything. And I just wish the best for everybody, but you know, I don't want anyone out there to ever think that, you know, I have certain people in here and we behave a certain way or whatever. Like, some people don't understand the cannabism tisms for all thing. That was a religion, and there was a reason for that. It's a legitimate reason for that. It wasn't to start a cult. I did become a pastor. It was free. You do it on the internet. It's hilarious. Anybody can become a pastor for free on the internet, right? So you go on the internet, you find the service, you just fill out a form, you become a pastor. Okay? And, hey, I'm a pastor. Okay? So once you become a pastor of a church, you know, you gotta basically just name it and say who your God is. It's stupid. There's rules. So I came up with cannabism, and the God was cannabis, the plant. And that by saying every day on the show, we were saying cannabism, tisms for all, we were practicing the religion, basically just by using cannabis in any way. So that was the religion. And by using cannabis in any way, we were practicing this religion, and that became something that I was going to use for tax purposes. Because so much of my taxes go to war, and I was trying to come up with a way to not pay the government taxes. And I thought that was a great way to try, you know. And I just kind of eventually let it go, you know. I just let the whole thing go. I remember you using that. I hope so. I fucking say it all the time, bro. I say it all the time. I'd say that for a reason, because it's still a goddamn religion. You know? It's just not one where I impose it on people. In fact, do you remember when we started it, what I said? I said, and everybody is an equal pastor and pontificator of the religion. Not one person, not me, not anybody, is the leader of cannabisism. I said it's a collective of people that support and use, or just support the use, the free usage and non-regulation of cannabis. Pretty cool, huh? It was a cool religion. It still is. And I used to say to people that just by you watching this show, you're a member of it automatically. You're participating in it. You don't have to smoke the ritual. You don't have to get baptized. You know, I call them cannabisisms, into the religion. Because every time I smoke a bong rip in front of you, it's a cannabisism on you. Signified by my smoke rings. Oh, wow. It's a whole religion. Wow. We're inducted. We didn't even know. Hilarious, right? I don't push it on anybody. Ever. And I don't try to control anybody. You know? Today on the show, when I was like, bro, I got 5 points with Jordan Peterson I disagree with. I said, and Kyle Kalinske backs me up on 4 of them already. And I got you guys on a 5. And I was like, just happy that people were listening and playing ball in the chat. You know, I was just so happy that you guys were participating. And I was thrilled that you guys agreed with me on that too. Because I think we listen to dangerous people. Joe Rogan offers them up. He offers up people like Jordan Peterson and gives them a platform and gives them support. And you guys have to be smart enough to be able to listen to someone like Jordan Peterson and know that they're not making any sense. And when somebody is making sense, great, but realize that and take that one little thing and understand that a lot of it is based in a lot of hate, So, it took me a second time to realize there were 5 points. Yeah, me too, OG. I thought, yeah, traditionalists, give them that. They're Republicans. They're all about tradition. And when you think about it like that, yeah, you could give them that point. Until you realize that all politics are tradition. That liberalism is a tradition that's being passed on from liberal generation to liberal generation. My liberal parents passed their liberal beliefs on to me. My liberal grandparents passed their liberal beliefs on to my parents. Their liberalism was carried on traditionally. Phil, those 2 words got blocked out. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to say, bro. Have something for your church and donate the money to your Cannabis Research Foundation. Have something for your church. Phil, have something for your church. You guys want to hear Marjorie Taylor Greene cry about some shit? Because I hate both Nancy Pelosi and Marjorie Taylor Greene. And if one of them is pissing the other one off, then that's a bonus. Look at that. Look at his face. Oh my God.
Come on. He's yours now.
We got your car, sweet.
You're welcome. I mute the commercials for you, so you don't even have to deal with them. Look at that. Isn't that nice of me? What I'm doing for you? Look at me go. Go me. Go me. Hear that? I'm cheering on me, guys. You hear that? I said go me.
The base of the Republican Party. That they're not fringe. They represent the base of the Republican Party. Here's Congresswoman
I'll get it.
Marjorie Taylor Greene talking, or I think earlier today.
Not only do we have the D.C. jail, which is the D.C. gulag, but now we have Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police spying on members of Congress, spying on the legislature.
Did she say gazpacho instead of Gestapo? Gazpacho? Does that have something to do with fucking Nancy Pelosi or something? Is that supposed to be, or is that just her being a dumbass and not knowing how to say Gestapo? Did she not watch Hogan's Heroes when she was younger? Hogan!
Not only do we have the D.C. jail, which is the D.C. gulag, but now we have Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police spying on members of Congress, spying on the legislative work that we do, spying on our staff, and spying on American citizens that want to come talk to their representatives. This government has turned into something it was
All right,
never...
so that's enough of that, but I mean... I guess
Gazpacho.
the gazpacho police.
Ah! He says, okay, that's enough of that. Dude, that was the best, bro. Let's go back to that.
I assume.
Something it was
All right,
never-
so that's enough of that. But all right,
Never-
so that's enough of that. Oh, that's enough of that. But that's enough of that. Oh, that's enough of that. But
Ah! I love the with the hand and everything, man, like a fart. That's enough of that, man. God. Oh, that's enough of that. He waves her away, man, like a fart. Dude, I love it when he nails it, man. He's fucking nailing it right there.
Popular representatives. This government has turned into something it was
all right,
never.
so that's enough of that. But I mean, I guess
Gazpacho.
the gazpacho police. I assume she meant the Gestapo police,
I do too.
which is another reference that would be an offensive one that she makes
Maybe she
inappropriately.
did it on purpose.
Maybe-
to avoid
maybe
said
she did.
accusations.
Right. No,
propriety.
nobody can accuse her of using anti-Semitic tropes or Holocaust belittling tropes if she is referring to the gazpacho police.
I guess she's belittling the Gestapo by calling the Gazpacho. I don't know.
By the way, in
Good
San
point.
Francisco, they could very well have a gazpacho police, just as a separate issue if it's too warm.
There might be some sort of tricky wordsmithing going on with
Gazpacho.
gazpacho that they're not catching.
I guess my question is, why are people siding with that? Like, you have a choice here. What is the incentive structure?
I'll tell you why, bro. I got it. I got this. It's because people like Nancy Pelosi game the system, become filthy rich from insider trading, ignore a floor vote, don't even put a vote up for Medicare for all so everyone can see who they should vote and not vote for. Not support Medicare for all. Like when you went into politics 30, 40 years ago, you claimed that's what your platform was. You were going to get Medicare for everybody. You're going to take care of the goddamn planet. You haven't done dick. So it's really easy for people to side with a psycho like Marjorie Taylor Greene when the choice is fucking Nancy Pelosi or I almost said Nancy Reagan or Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, fucking Kamala Harris. It's easy. Look what you're offering. I don't know if I care to hear anything else that's being said there. I think I've heard enough there on that subject. Let's maybe move on. That was interesting. What else do we got? Now they've got an electric wingsuit, guys. Fuck. They got an electric wingsuit. I wonder what the flight time on that thing is. Dude, it just looks like two fucking... God damn, bro. It just looks like two fucking... backpack... Like, not even backpack blowers. They fucking look like fucking leaf blowers underneath this guy, bro. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? I hope I could show you this. I'll mute it just in case there's sound on it. Why does that say monitor 4, monitor 3? Monitor 3 is right there. Isn't that weird? Monitor 3 should be here. There we go. Let's put scene 4 over here. Okay, gaming. Okay, cam and chat. Crypto. Review. There's gaming. 3, 4. Reaction video 4. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. So this is with the fucking battery. He's got fucking... There, look, there it is. That's it. It's like a little vacuum cleaner. Dude, how big is the goddamn battery pack on that motherfucker, I wonder? These fucking kids. Isn't it Janet Yellen? God damn, bro. He's got to have a. You've got to. You can't land those on the ground, Ken. You got to have a parachute until you get this motor. Right? I bet the motor you could just land it on the ground, bro. Like a jetpack, as long as you don't run out of battery power. You don't want to run out of battery power. Look at him with his protractor and his fucking pocket fucking protector. I love it. They're like, look, he's a scientist too. He's like, what's his name? Iron Man. Look, I'm levitating. I'm flying. Let's hope this guy doesn't die, man. Should we just fast forward to the fucking past all the bullshit here? Let's get to the fucking flight, you know? There we go. Okay, fans on. Now look, he goes up. The other guys went down. I love it. He's like, I'm going to go up here, man. Holy shit. Those guys could never do what he's doing, man. Holy shit. Look at the power on that. I wonder how much of that was current and how much of that was lift from the power. How much power those things fucking give him, I wonder. Going up like that. 2 little tiny fans, bro. What do you guys think about this thing in the chat? Let me know. Looks fun, Nick says. Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. No, thank you. But, oh, he still had to open a parachute. Why didn't you land? You can't land with it. Oh, okay. Okay. So, what can you use that fucker to land, you know? I mean, yeah, you got to go up and fly around more. For how long, bro? A couple seconds? You got a couple seconds of flight time out of it? I mean, that's great and all, but what I'm saying is... You can't land with it? It's not like a jetpack? I'm quite disappointed. I am quite disappointed. All right, 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think that's long enough, people. I think we've gone long enough. You guys have a great rest of your afternoons and mornings, and I will see you guys. Who's the lady who got 800,000 when GameStop went down? I don't know. I don't know that stuff that you're asking me. I apologize for not knowing stuff. For you. Hey, the market's going upwards, guys. 45.3, and it's headed upwards. There is an upward trend from that giant dip. Now, we're not back where the dip started from. Oh, yeah, we're above where the dip started from. That's good. We're above the point where the dip happened on Bitcoin, not on Ethereum, but we are on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin should lead the rest of the market, man. Let's see. 45. Keep it open, keep it open. Ooh, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Keep it open. I like it. I like 3 keep it opens. That's the best just about I've ever seen when I'm shutting down a goddamn show. I still got Cafefe. Still I got Cafefe. 45,360. That's where we're at. On an upward, we're on an upward trend right now, guys. I don't know how long it's going to go up for. Usually when I say that, that's the big reversal for the day. But we are at plus 2.85%. But alas, I could only get 3 hashtag keep it opens. I require at least 10 from 10 different people. And they don't want to play ball and have long, extended, crazy. Oh, Dommy Dom gave me one. There you go. They don't want to play ball. OG gave me a hashtag keep it. No, you already gave me it. You already gave me one. Only one per person. One per person, guys. No cheating. No cheating. Judges say 45,444, 45,457, 45,464. I want to play ball. Right? We all want to play ball, man. $45,392 now. 403. Wow, that was a jump, right? 410. Holy shit. 419, 420, 391, 406, 392. Oh my god, the market is so dynamic right now. 401, 407, 396, 390, 401, 397, 408, 420, 45, 420. Remember that. 45, 420, 432, 435, 441, 438, 439. So this could be us. Carl the Moon put up a video. I guess I'm not going to get any more hashtag keep it opens in the audience from other people. You guys don't want to play ball? Because I could bring up Carl the Moon video. We could talk about that, but because I hadn't even watched it yet. He said something dynamics going on with the market, but we could just ignore it, you know. Alright, let's ignore it. I'm gonna go eat. How about that? You guys take care. I will see you later this afternoon, alright? $45,560. Here's a spike. Look at that candle, guys. Dude, why does it look like it's higher than it's been in 24 hours? It says 45.7, 26.99 is the high now. We got it on this show, but was that a few minutes ago? Yes. Yeah. That high. We haven't got back to that high yet, but we're going to try right now. It's fucking trying right now. Steph is still here. Steph didn't give me a hashtag keep it open. Come on, Steph. No. Come on, Steph. Hashtag keep it open. She's just saying bye and giving up. I'm so sad. I didn't even know you were still here. Actually, the market is so exciting right now, it's hard to leave. I mean, it is just turning around like crazy. Today's been a really good day. Fucking look at Merit Circle is doing weird shit. You're working? Alright, you work. That's okay. I'm going to just say that you're giving me a hashtag. I'm on the speaker. I'm going to say that you're giving me a hashtag keep it open in spirit. And I'll stay. How about that? Oh, God. So, say Tom is negative 25%. Flocky's negative 10%. Uniswap is at $11.88. Where's Merit Circle at in all of this? Merit Circle is at 1.27 positive percent. $3.20 Merit Circle. Theta is at $4.08. It's 18% up. Crypto.com is at 53. Remember I told you it was going to go to 60 cents pretty quick. It's at 53, guys. Crypto.com. I'm going to be making a lot of money off that one. Bitcoin. Harmony one is 22, almost 23 cents, guys. AVAX is almost back to up to $100. It's at 92. It's going to go over that, way over that. I'm just saying. Ethereum's way up to $3,230. It's doing good. But the real big news right now is what Bitcoin is doing, man. 45,500, 45,420, 45,450, 457, 442. It is just way above and doing great. So keep your eye on it. Keep your eye on what Bitcoin's going to do, man. It could just skyrocket right now. This could just be the start of it going back into the $50,000 range. Bitcoin's only got to go up a little bit more for my portfolio to get to zero. I don't know, man. Maybe 47,000, 48,000. Something like that, I would think. Maybe a little bit more, I can't remember. Maybe, yeah, maybe into 50. Maybe into the 50s it's got to go. For my portfolio to go back to zero. So how long will it take for Bitcoin to go up that high? I don't know. But it's not going to be, it doesn't have to be that much because the rest of my crypto is going to go up as Bitcoin goes up, right? So I'll be at zero quicker than that. So I'll probably say about 48,000 probably, I would think. I'm guessing. that if Bitcoin hits 48,000, I might be very close to 0% on my portfolio. So, I don't know. I might work on my taxes today. Got to go through different things wherever I've made some money and report that shit. And we're getting some activity over here. What's going on? Matic, Sandbox. Even Ethereum is looking like there's a lot of power right. Ooh. Yeah. Something might be going on here. Let's see. Nope. Nope. It tries. It tries and fails. It's a very steep climb on this 24-hour though, guys. On the bottoms. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Holy shit, it'd be so nice to get right back at, you know, making profit, pulling profit out. Again, I don't know when that time's going to be. But I want to do it and justify everything I'm doing, you know. As long as I keep doing that, it does. It doesn't matter what the value is as long as I'm always pulling profit out when the value's up. I wonder why Saitama dropped so bad today. That's terrible, man. Man, I wonder if any of those emails coming through right now are from Starlink. Maybe I should check. No. It's all just bullshit. These motherfuckers email me every fucking day. Yeah, unsubscribe, you bitches. You know, maybe if you wouldn't fucking email me every day, I wouldn't unsubscribe from your email list. You morons. God. That's why everybody doesn't watch my show. For the same reason, because I spam you with shows. Alright. Get rid of that. Oh, speak of the devil. Binance Shiba Inu. What? What is fucking Binance Shiba Inu? Earn up to 20% per month. The first coin to reward its holders with free Binance. This means every time you check your wallet, you're going to see more rewards in Binance. Earn up to 20% per month just for holding Binance Shiba Inu. Oh, they're going to give you up to. I wonder what the up to is, you know? How much you have to have or what the fucking conditions are. They're promising a lot and not telling you the fucking specifics. Fucking like everything. on the goddamn internet. Fuck Shiba Inu. And fuck Binance. XSplit Broadcaster wants feedback from me. You've always taken up too much of my processor, man. But they've cut that down. Their latest update, man, it's really cut it down a lot. It's using 50%. Well, 50% of my processor is being used right now. Not all by that. Yeah, I'm out of Covfefe. Wah, wah, no Covfefe. Wah. Nah. Kind of hungry. No Covfefe. My Beezle makes me happy, though. My Beezle. Oh, Beezle. He moved. Did you see that? My Beezle. Heard solar flares destroyed 40 SpaceX satellites. What? Let me see that. That's crazy. "40 SpaceX satellites destroyed by solar flares." Geomagnetic storm. Wow. Dude, it's all over the news. Oh my God, 40 of 49 new. Dude, this is my internet provider. Some of those could have been up there to help me. They fell back towards Earth. Dude, 40 satellites are going to hit the Earth, man? Are any of them going to hit goddamn land? Or are they all going to break up? What's up, itchy ears in the morning? How's it going? Hello. Good morning. He's just now waking up, guys. He has not been outside yet. What time is it? Freaking 9 a.m. This dog, bro, I'm telling you, man. He's been inside all day. Come on, bees. You want me to turn on Robo Doggy?
It's a Beezle. Robo Doggy. Uh-oh. Robo Doggy's deactivated. Okay. Guess what? You get to roam. Robo Doggy gets to roam. Run up Romy Doggy. Instead of Robo Doggy. You gonna go? It's nice out, man. 59 degrees. Fucking beautiful day, man. Thing was, there was blood on my floor. Right? And there was a little amount of it. I was looking at my dog. I couldn't find any blood on him. I looked at the cat. I couldn't find any blood on him. I was trying to figure out where that blood came from. That shit kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, where'd the blood come from, man? My house is bleeding, man. Yeah, so Rogie doesn't have his tracker on. I think I'm gonna go. You guys, I'm gonna go with him. I love y'all. Take care. Thanks. I hope you guys had fun. And I will see you guys. It is true, SpaceX, 40 satellites were knocked out by a solar storm. Steve Running, thank you for the news, bro. It's crazy. It was from that news is from a day ago, and yeah, it's true. Yeah, man, they're all talking about it. I'm gonna go outside. Love y'all. Take care. Bye-bye now. 20 seconds to me waving bye. Bye, Doc Hollandaisy.
Bye, guys.